welcome to NBA Pub Hub on Pub Sports Radio. Salute to the ladies, gents, and D-gents for tuning in. You already know it's all love. The NBA is a hell of a drug. And you're looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. You know, it's Tombstone Tuesday, so it's only right. We got our boy Billy Briz, a.k.a. Billy, the motherfucking kid, in the building. How we feeling, my man?
I'm feeling good, man. You already know NBA playoffs is finally here. It's time to lock in for the next week, man. So unless you watching me on YouTube, man, you might not catch me out at no bars. No, you ain't seeing me unless it's on YouTube for the next week. So make sure you tap in Pub Sports Radio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It has begun, and it's only right. We got our guy, Mr. La La Land, Mr. I Don't Give a Shit. It's Daryl. How we feeling, my man?
Feeling good, bro. It is Tuesday. It is officially postseason time, man. Really good to make a lot of money, man. I made a lot of money in the postseason. So I'm looking to carry that trend as always, man. Good to be talking ball with my two men, my two boys there. Dutch, yes, always a pleasure on Tuesday. And Billy, man, always a fucking pleasure, man. So let's
the vibes look immaculate. Where you at right now, though?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Weather's lovely. I'm feeling it today.
Good shit. Got the drink in hand. Let's keep it going. It's about that motherfucking time. Us as bettors, and just to keep it a hundo, real actual, just casual NBA fans. We went through an awful motherfucking lot this year. I mean, let's keep it real. This bullshit load management. I mean, it's just unheard of. It's been crazy. We bitched about it in the past, but this year I believe it's been like no other. So we can finally say these motherfuckers are going to play. I mean, unless you're going to do some dumb shit like Rudy Gobert, or these other boys over there in Minnesota, like you should be playing basketball right about now. So
that was wild.
Yeah, so we should be a little bit, I don't want to say easier to cap, but I mean, God damn it, it's going to be. It's going to be for us without these injuries. So I'm ready for basketball to count. I'm ready to get past that bull-ass shit. So let's do it. We got 2 games on the card tonight, and we are going. Where we going? We're going to start off in man. We're going to South Beach. You see the vibes, man. I'm feeling it. It's hot as fucking Vegas right now. It's 80 degrees. I'm at the pool vibing. I got a bet on Miami. That's right. I'm jumping to it. So I'm feeling it. I know a lot of sharps in there. Everyone liking Atlanta, so we will see. All right, we will see. But we do have a play-in game. The winner of this game, real quick here. I know we took a couple days off, and it might be hard for us motherfuckers. We come back on a Tuesday, so we appreciate our boy Jay Peasy. If you didn't know, it's on the motherfucking intro. Our guy, salute to you, my man. Tasha, the beautiful young lady. G. Martinez, I see you, my dude. LJ from H-Town, one of the finest. I see you, my man. And Ray Charles, always doing this thing. Appreciate everybody in the chat. If everyone would right now, hit the like button, share the video, let them know we're back. Right now, we're going to be back until the end of the motherfucker. If there's an NBA game, Pub Sports NBA Pub Hub on Pub Sports Radio will be live. From here,
Dutch,
Ray called a chit. Go ahead.
The people keep on asking on Instagram. They want you on more live streams. I've been getting special requests on my Instagram lives. They said they want more Dutch Boy Fresh on the screen.
Billy Briz, man. You know what I want, Billy, is just you to keep giving us winners, bro. All right, you just keep doing you, my man. Hey, but hey, yo, D in the motherfucking building. I see you, my man. Let's get to it though. We in South Beach, and we got Atlanta Hawks coming to town. We got here. What do we got here? My fault. We got a line here. Bring this back up. My fault, fellas. We got a line here. -5 now. A total of 227.5. We do have 55% of the bets on the Atlanta Hawks. 53% of the, excuse me, I said that backwards, fellas. 53% of the bet on the Heat and 55% of the money on the Atlanta Hawks here. We have the Hawks, have lost 2 straight basketball games. Most recently to the B squad of the Sixers, coming in. Obviously, the trade talks. And they did lose to the Celtics as well. Obviously, there is the headlines of Trae Young. If you watch NBA Pub Hub, from the get-go, I said the shit wasn't working with Devontae Murray and Trae Young. And I personally would take Murray. And now it seems like the upper people in Atlanta are going to do the same damn thing. They're talking about trading Trae. If you watch it, the shit ain't right. But we'll see what they got tonight here. And then on Miami's other side, this team has been bipolar as fuck all year. They are both teams are fully healthy outside of Kyle Lowry looking questionable here. Probably will go, if I imagine. This year they are 3-1 against Atlanta. They've won 3 out of the 4 basketball games. Finished the season quite hot as well, winning 4 of the last 5 basketball games. We got ourselves a good one in South Beach, Billy Briz. How we feeling?
Yeah, you're not going to like this one, Dutch. The Hawks have been one of the best offenses in the East, led by Trae Young and DeJounte Murray, man. Their role players been stepping up. 6 other Hawks players this year have averaged at least 9.9 points per game. Over the last 15 games of the season, the Hawks were 6th worst defensive rating, only going 7-8 straight up. But Miami, they're playing catch-up, and they were drastically bad on offense until the last week of the season. Total-wise, I lean towards the over in this game. Both of these teams are bottom 11 in defensive rating over the last 15 games. The Hawks are 4-0-1 towards the over in their last 5. The Heat are 5-0 in their over in their last 5 games. But I think Atlanta's locked in right now, and they have the necessary pieces to really propose big challenges to Miami. One of the biggest things that we've really been capping here on the NBA Pub Hub in the last couple months of the season is NBA referee statistical data. And John Gobble is – I don't know if he's got the Italian mafia by his neck or something like that, but that motherfucker rigs games. Home favorites this year between 5 and 9.5 points with John Gobble as the lead referee are 0-12 this year. They have yet to win a game between 5 and 9.5 point favorites, home teams, when John Gobble is the ref. Atlanta's already 2-0 in previous playing games. They're already familiar with how this shit goes. Home underdogs. Home favorites 0-12, man. That's where I'm at. I'm on Atlanta plus 5.5, minus 125. Player prop wise, I like Saddiq Bey over 9.5 points, minus 105. The last 10 games before the season finale, he was averaging 14 points per game and 5.8 3-point attempts per game. In his last 2 games versus Miami, he played 32 minutes, averaging 19.5 points per game on 7 of 13 shooting versus the Heat. So I'm on Atlanta here, and I would endorse Saddiq Bey props. John Gobble is the most rigged ref up there with Scott Foster, and we're going to cash out on it, baby. Let's go. Hawks money line.
I dig it. Real quick here, just before I forget here, I didn't bet any props in this game. Our guy Ray Charles says Capella over 10.5 rebounds. What stood out to me is you could get him last night on FanDuel at plus 200 for a double-double. He had 22 total, I believe, in 29 and 2 out of the 3 meetings he played in this year against Atlanta. Did finish the season, as long as he's playing his minutes, he was getting easily double-double. So you can get a double-double Capella. Last night, plus 200. Our guy Ray Charles like over 10.5 rebounds at plus 114. His points are right there around 10. If you think he's going to get 10, I mean, plus 200 seemed like a juicy-ass bet for me on Clint Capella. What do you think about that, our boy Billy? And then we'll pass it to Isdale.
Yeah, I don't mind Clint Capella props, but Clint Capella falls into the Rudy Gobert category for me. The shit pops up and the shit looks good, but like, do I really want my money on Clint Capella tonight? Like, I don't know, man. It's just not me, man. It's just like when Andrew Wiggins was in the NBA Finals last year and he was snapping, and we're on the show and we're like, we don't give a fuck. We still not betting him. I don't fuck with him. That's how I feel about Clint Capella.
And then here's Okungwa over 13.5 points and rebounds. So he's like in the boy off the bench to get it. Our guy, John. I hope I got that name right. New name in the chat. Appreciate you. Isdale, you can follow up that on if you like, or just let us know what the fuck you got going on this one, my man.
Yeah, it's to me, man, it's honestly too many moving parts. So I couldn't figure this out. I think you got a lot of people on the Hawks, and that's fine. But I don't like backing a team that's got a lot of other issues going on. And it seems like that's just been the narrative of the Hawks for the past few years, starting with John Collins wanting to be out. And now you got, trade discussion with Trae Young. This is obviously not Quinn Snyder's guy. And Quinn Snyder runs a different type of offense than what Trae Young does himself. So I think you got a lot of distraction on the Hawks end. And I know people will look at Trae thinking he'll go off, but the Heat have kind of had their number. I was listening to a pod, and it was breaking down Trae, how he played against the Heat. And they put the clamps on him. They had Bam Adebayo go out to the 3. They put Max Strus on him. They threw so many different looks at Trae. And that game, he had 8 points. So, he toggles between 24 and 22 points. His points are at 24.5 today. Wouldn't be mad at anybody who took the under on his points, because this is, the narrative about Miami is you don't want to see them in the playoffs. They are built for games like this. So, to me, it's a coin flip. I think it could go either way. So for me, I'm off this game. It's going to be a good game to watch, but I just think there's too many outside distractions. And with the Heat, I mean, you said it perfectly, Dutch. I mean, the Heat's kind of up and down with how they play. And maybe they were just like that because they were waiting to get to this point level here. So I know you got a lot of people on the Hawks, a lot of people in Trey we trust type deal, but I think that he can get it done. So that's the only way I could look, but no play for me.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy, Bo Jackson. I see you, my man, talking about don't forget the boards. Marcus, I agree with you. Swiss, man, you might want to pay attention more to the motherfucking stats than your boy's fit. God damn it. But yeah, Slow Jams, I see you, my man. Yeah, this game, man, I think really overthinking it. I understand there's sharps on the Hawks, you know. I haven't been high on this team all year. First of all, Trey just ain't the motherfucking way for me. We all know that. This team doesn't play defense, so now you're going to trust them in a playoff atmosphere to go to Miami and play some defense. It's just not going to happen. They could stay in this game because they are offensively talented, but I don't believe so. I got it at 4. Laid a little juice early. Obviously, the line has creeped up a little bit. Now it's coming back down a little. I just think there's levels to this shit, man. And I don't think Atlanta is on the Miami Heat level.
What makes you think the Heat are a different level, though? They're the by far the
right now. I'm going to tell you right now, Billy, why they're on a different level. This season, have we said they're on a different level? No, there's a reason why they're in the motherfucking playing game. Who's got the best player on the court? Best two-way player on the court, Jimmy motherfucking Butler. So he's not only the best offensive player, the best defensive player probably on the motherfucking court.
The best
not
player
to mention they have the better coach. Not to mention they got the better coach, right? And they're at the crib. And you're going against a team that has been suspect as fuck on the road. Not to mention it's lost 7 straight motherfucking times in South Beach. So you got a team that you don't trust under a new coach in South Beach that hasn't won in a motherfucking touchdown 7 damn times. And now you're going to expect them to win in a must-win game. 1-5 straight up last 6 overall meetings versus Miami. And they're 0-5 ATS last 5 versus a team with their winning record. So they don't win and cover against teams that win basketball games, which I believe Miami is not what we've seen all year. I believe they are a more talented basketball team. I don't really give a fuck about Kyle Lowry. I know they're well coached. I know Bam is a talent. I know Tyler Hero is one of the better shooters in the game. And Jimmy Butler will be the best player on the court. So give me the motherfucking Miami Heat tonight. They're 27-14 straight up at the crib, 3-1 straight up this year against Atlanta. The number's getting up there. It's getting kind of sharp. I love the 4. You know, I'm not mad at a little 2-teamer tonight. We might, speaking of, we got Mike in, Pimp Slap Play of the Day. Also, the tip to be square play of the day. I kind of like Miami money line with the Lakers because both lines get a little crazy. You get it at -110 all the way up to like -114. We'll talk about that the second one later, but I'm not mad at that 2-teamer.
Are you scared about the referee information news? Because I feel like in the NCAA tournament, one of the main key benefactors of the NCAA tournament were the referees. The referees controlled the game. I mean, John Gobble had referee tonight. I mean, the NBA is bringing them in for a reason. Between 5 and 9.5 point favorites at home this year. They're 0-12. Like, that's ridiculous, bro. I got to blindly.
I mean, I don't like hearing that shit, but I don't allow it to affect my cappy. Absolutely fucking not. So, and look at my boy, Mike M. Motherfucker, come in with the Heat Lakers money line parlay. It's good money, man. And I can't lie, man. I'm feeling kind of square, homie. I'm feeling kind of square, but I do like Miami -4, 5.5. I'm not mad at that play, Billy. I know that's what you got it at. I'm just telling you, he is the better team. They got the better player. They don't lose this motherfucking basketball.
I'm telling you, Atlanta's gonna win outright. Me and Tobin argued about this for hours today. Atlanta's gonna win outright. I'm telling you,
tomorrow. I'm telling you though, but
level right now, Atlanta Hawks is gonna win tonight.
I think if you ask me, I think the NBA wants the Heat versus Boston.
Come on, man. That's a series, bro. I didn't even bring that up in my thing.
There's a lot of history.
Nobody wants to play Milwaukee. Let's just be honest. Milwaukee, Boston, I guess you got to say Boston. But Heat in Boston, that's a fucking series, Daryl. Great point. I thought about that earlier as well. I believe that will be the series. And Atlanta can still go in this fucking bullshit thing we call play-in tournament, still has a chance to get swept by Milwaukee, okay? So at the end of the day, they still got a chance to get swept by Drew and Giannis and them boys. But let's get to it, though.
The books ain't going to let niggas eat like that.
We got Billy Briz.
Lakers money line.
We got Billy Briz going Atlanta, and we got our guy. It's Daryl, kind of just enough is enough with this game, and I'm on the motherfucking Heat. And let's get to it. We're going to LA now, man. We're going to La La Land. We know our boy Daryl's ready for this motherfucker. Hey, we got Minnesota coming to town. We got a line -8.5 now, 233 total. We do have 52% of the bets on the LA Lakers, 90% of the money on the LA Lakers. Now, obviously, the line has crept up here. Was creeped up a little bit now with the news of there will be obviously no Rudy Gobert. The motherfucker kind of, I don't know if you want to call it a punch. It was like a little slight jab on Mr. Anderson, Kyle Anderson, and yeah, man. And the other boy broke his hand. It's not good in Minnesota. One thing I will say is Minnesota has a higher winning percentage without Rudy Gobert this year than with him. Keep that in mind. They have won 2 out of the last 3 meetings versus LA and won 3 straight basketball games. Most recently, the Pelicanos were feeling themselves a little bit going into this until they decided to fight their fucking selves. The Lakers, speaking about feeling themselves, won 6 out of the last 7 basketball games. The Wolves have won 7 out of the last 10 as well. The Lakers been playing the best basketball since the All-Star break, really since they made that trade. Won 6 out of the last 7, as I mentioned. Have been very solid at the crib of late and as a favorite. My guy, it's Daryl. It's a good time for you, man. Basketball counts, and the Lakers look like they got a team that can maybe do something. Obviously, health is an issue with every team, most importantly with the Lakers. How are we feeling about this one, my man?
Yeah, man. I personally think the Timberwolves are punting. I do. I think that way. I think they're punting all the shit that happened, and now you don't have Gobert. Jalen McDaniels breaks his hand, and now Karl Anthony Towns is questionable. Naz Reid is out. So this should be a feast moment for the bigs, right? It really should. I think Anthony Edwards has a huge game today, but I don't think they get it done. Right before the show started, I just stepped on the Lakers, and it's more of a feel for me. I think a lot of people look at that Lakers number and think that they're not going to cover. It's just too big of a number. But Minnesota is really – I think when you look at the NBA and you talk about storylines, fans and the NBA really wants to see the Lakers versus the Grizz. With all that history, all the chipping going back and forth, I think this is a perfect matchup for the Lakers and Grizz. And I just feel that the Lakers can let this game get out of hand. I don't know if it's going to be close down the line. If it's close, it'll probably separate in the second half. But, Lakers highest fourth quarter scoring team in the league right now. Highest free throws point differential right now. And I think that carries on into this game as well. Wolves played a tough game and came alive against the Pels, right? But I just feel that if the Wolves are going to win, they'll just be in that 8th seed to play Denver, where they'll have, McDaniels is definitely not coming back. And like you said, Dutch, this team seems to actually play a little better with Gobert. And that's kind of scary because of all the assets you gave up for him and how well they really love Kyle Anderson. This might be a thing that in the offseason, provide what happens in, these next game or two, they might ship Gobert out of there, man. They might ship Gobert out of there. That's all I got to say, man. So it's a revenge game for D'Lo, if you want to call that. You got 3 of the players that were on the Wolves over there right now. They might show out. So I do like the Lakers here. I'm just going to stick with it. I like the Lakers here. I took them at the -8.5, so I already missed that early number. And I like Austin Reeves' points. I don't think Darvin Ham is going to go deep in the bench, so you're going to have these starters playing longer minutes. 15.5 points seems like a good number for Austin Reeves. It was another pod I was listening to that was breaking down the relationship between Reeves and LeBron. And it seems like Reeves has gotten LeBron's trust. And LeBron really clings to people that he trusts, specifically in the playoffs. So Reeves has got that green light. I was looking at Schroeder's number. Schroeder's at 7.5 right now for his points. But I don't know if he's going to be playing as much. This one here is going to be a game that counts for the Lakers. Get in, get out. And then just wait until you play Memphis on this weekend. So for right now, the plays that I do like, the plays that I did step on, I took Lakers -8.5, and I took Austin Reeves over 15.5 points.
I dig it. Shout out to our guy Ned Betts in the building. Good to see you, my man. Hopefully about to run it up this motherfucking playoffs. G Martinez says Smack City. Andrew G says worst trade ever. I mean, 5 first-round picks. I mean, fuck. It's definitely up there, bro. We could definitely make some case. We could definitely talk about it.
Please.
They fucked up. They fucked up with that one. They really fucked up the whole industry for us. I mean, now motherfuckers just throwing around 2-3 first-rounders like it's nothing because you gave 5 for Rudy. It's punk ass. Oh, my God, damn. It's Billy Briz. How we feeling, my man? How we feeling?
Yeah, both of these two teams rank in the upper half of in the league in pace of play. Timberwolves 11th, Lakers 12th. Everyone will be back in the Lakers here after what happened Sunday to Minnesota. Gobert, McDaniels, Naz Reid all out of the lineup. Like you said, they play a little bit better without Rudy Gobert in the lineup. Even 4 straight up with Gobert in the lineup. The Lakers are only 21-20 ATS at home this season than the Wolves. They won 5 of their last 8, but a lot of the betting trends in this game are heavily leaning towards the over here. The Lakers have gone over in 8 straight games, while the Wolves have gone over 6 out of the last 12. Especially without Rudy Gobert in the lineup, I think the pace of play could tick up a little bit here for Minnesota Timberwolves. Player prop wise, this is my favorite game for player props. Austin Reeves over 3.5 assists. A little bit juicy here at -180, but you can play the 4.5 too. He's gone over 3.5 assists in 16 out of his last 20 games, hitting at an 80% hit rate. He's gone over 4.5 assists, 14 out of his last 20 games, hitting at a 70% hit rate. But my favorite player prop of the day is Taurean Prince over 1.5 3-pointers, -135. Prince should get the start without McDaniels and Gobert in the lineup. Prince on Easter Sunday, he played 35 minutes, and that should be an insight of what his playoff minutes are to become ahead. He's made 2+ 3-pointers made in 9 out of his last 12 games when he's played 26 or more minutes. And I think the minutes should definitely be here for Taurean Prince tonight. Definitely a name that people have forgotten in the last couple of years, but Taurean Prince is a dog, and they definitely need all the dogs for the Timberwolves tonight. Another prop that I like is Kyle Anderson over 13.5 rebounds and assists, -128. He's going to feel a little bit of pressure after basically he's the main reason why Rudy Gobert ended up getting suspended for this game. If you really want to get greasy on this game, I did play a little bit of a sprinkle for Kyle Anderson, triple-double here, 18-1 odds. I got to rock with my Jersey guy here. That's a little bit of a narrative street than anything else. But when it comes to the referees' information for this game, it's David Guthrie. David Guthrie is a pretty even-keel guy. I don't think he has anything going on in his personal life where he could be working for somebody else, and that's not the NBA. So favorites between 5 and 9.5 points, or 8 and 9 this year when David Guthrie is lead ref. So that's about pretty even keel. And then the over-unders for David Guthrie with a 230 plus total is 10 and 16 this year. So I kind of want to lay off of playing this game. There's no real edge here for me in this game. The books are basically nerfing the Lakers. They know the Lakers are going to win. And I think the best bet here, let's talk about some real shit. Like, let's get to some real money. $100 for the Lakers to win the West and win a band. Is that what we doing, man?
Oh, wow.
Bro,
slow down.
Like, yeah, the Lakers, man, there's a lot of people on that, like, thinking I see that out there, and I just don't know.
100 for the bed note? I've spent $100.
I know one thing that's real is Austin Reeves, AR-15's hype, because this boy, I watched him play too. He can play, bro. I think honestly, I mean, he's not the defender of Caruso, but he got a better offensive game than Caruso for sure. I don't know if I like that nickname for a white guy, AR-15, man. That's just how I feel about it, man. When I ever think of AR-15 and white guys in the same, I always think about some kind of shooting.
The shooting, are dope. Did you see the shoes out there?
Things are higher learning and shit.
I would just call him Barnyard Mamba. But I mean, the thing is,
I just don't want to hear what they call him, the White Mamba or some shit. Don't do Kobe like that. Don't do Kobe like that. Mamba. I'm calling his ass AR, whatever the fuck, over fucking anything that has to do with Mamba, anything. All right, so that's all I know. Well, hey, Jimmy Gomez in the building. Jimmy G, good to see you, my dude. Hope all is well. That Girl Scout cookie, yeah, man, I dig it. He's liking the Lakers. A lot of Lakers fans here in Puff Sports Radio. I'm gonna keep it real, man. As I said, the Heat and the Lakers tonight, I believe both win the basketball games. 2-team money line, right around -110. Okay, I mean the Lakers 5-1 straight up last 6 at the crib. They won 8 of the last 10 basketball games. They've been a favorite. But now this number's getting kind of creeped up, okay? It's getting a little high for me with the Lakers, in my opinion. And we know this. We've seen this. Every fucking thing points to LA, right? Oh, this boy broke his hand. Rudy's out. No Naz Reid, which to me is probably the biggest without having Gobert there, because we've seen they played good without Rudy. I mean, I think this team rallies a little bit. They played LA. They know they can beat LA. So I mean, they covered 6 out of the last fucking 7 times they played LA. 7-3 ATS last 10 in LA, and they're 5-1 ATS last 6 games on the road overall. So you're gonna give a team that's obviously everyone's pretty much written them off. kind of got the little rally monkey. This might rally them up with this this team. We know they don't like Rudy anyways. They really don't. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you heard what, so I could see this being a competitive basketball game. I don't think LA loses this game. 8.5, 9. The higher the number gets, the more I want to put it on Minnesota. But I did bet the Heat, and I do have a 2-team with these boys here because I simply don't believe the Heat or LA loses these 2 games.
Tasha, I'd be a little bit concerned about the Lakers team total over. Tasha said in the chat, she said, I like the Lakers team total over 121.5. I would be a little bit concerned here. I feel like if the Lakers win this game, this is going to go super under. They're going to play this game very defensively smart. If you're going to run up and down against the Minnesota Timberwolves without Rudy Gobert, you're kind of putting them back in the game.
Wait, but to Tasha's point, I would say this. We talk about the people that are missing, but if you really look at that Wolves team, the person that's going to hurt them the most not being there is McDaniels.
Yeah.
Because he is a perimeter defender, man. That guy is one of probably the top defender, in my opinion, on that squad. And when you lose him, it does open up the game. You're already going to see a lot of points in the paint by the Lakers, right? And we still don't know if Cat's playing. So you know how Cat likes to play on the outside more than anything. So, he's going to play that 5 and be inside, but he's comfortable playing outside and shooting those threes. So this game could go fast because you're missing your prime defender on the Wolves. So the only way to really make this game count for the Wolves and beat them is to play faster. There's no way they can slow this down and make it a half-court game because Lakers are going to eat up the boards. They're going to score in the paint. And they don't have a prime perimeter defender. So you got to go fast. I mean, 121 is a lot, especially for a playoff game. But, I mean, that can go either way. That's just my opinion. McDaniels is going to be missed out there.
Yeah, I personally, man, I just think, I don't know. I don't think I'll get to the window with Minnesota because I think all signs do point. The Lakers should blow these boys out. But from what I see from L.A., I think Anthony Towns, Cat and Anthony Edwards could, Edwards could keep this game close. I think these 2 boys are talented enough, and I don't really trust LA from a defensive perspective or just to put teams away. Like they seem to let teams hang around, and LA, and as I mentioned, Minnesota is very comfortable with them. So we'll see. Hopefully the Lakers put on weight, man. I don't want to have to sweat this motherfucking game out. I'll stay off the side. I think the Lakers should. They will win this basketball game, and they should put them away. We'll see, though. We will see here. Shout out to Let's Dance. I see you, my dude. Before we get to paying the bills here, we'll go through it real quick just because it's about that time. I know our guy Estelle wasn't really feeling this, but we're going to get to it real quick. And if you don't got none of this, it's lovely. Everyone in the chat, though, I want to know who's winning the motherfucking NBA Finals and who's the MVP of the NBA Finals. Billy Briz, how we feeling, my man?
I hate to be square, but I got the Bucks win the championship. Giannis MVP. Fuck it, right? That's the betting odd favorite.
So you got Giannis.
Well, he's not winning MVP. He's not winning MVP.
I think he wins MVP of the playoffs in the championship of the NBA Finals. If the Bucks win the championship, Giannis will definitely win the MVP.
So he said, "Yeah, I mean, that's not shocking if he does." So let me know in the chat, y'all. Don't be shy. Let me know who's the MVP, who's taking this motherfucking chip, and who's going to be the MVP. You got anything for us, Daryl? You good?
You made me do it, Dutch. But I'm gonna just be a homer, dude. I'm gonna be a homer. I mean, the way the Lakers have been playing. And they could have been all the way up to the 5, provided they didn't lose that game with the Clippers. But their home stretch, I mean, you just need Sharman AD to be healthy, right? And, I mean, the Clippers caught them on an overtime win against the Jazz, right, on a back-to-back. So the Lakers are a strong team, bro. They're just a strong team right now. And so I like the Lakers, and I mean, it is kind of a homer pick if you want to ask me, but I think they match up with anybody on the West right now if they're playing the way they're playing. Bottom line, I think they do. So the hardest team might be the Suns. But other than that, I mean, they can take Denver, they can take Memphis, And Sacramento still, for the narrative, they just don't have any defense, right? So if the Clippers can get past the Suns, right? Because the Clippers are playing, they're the fifth. So if they can get past the Suns, the Clippers might scare me, just considering how many times. Yeah, I mean that just scares me. How many times really that they beat them in a row?
So you taking the Lakers?
My opinion can change. I do want to see, and the reason why I don't really even want to get into it is because I want to see how they match up against the Grizz. But if they can hold the Grizz, I mean, Jaren Jackson's probably going to be a defensive player of the year. Then, man, yeah, I think besides the Suns getting there, but it'd be a good matchup between the Lakers and the Suns. I like the Lakers, so I'll just keep it at that.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tasha. I don't think the Clippers are going to beat the Suns.
Yeah, they probably won't.
I don't agree with
That's a big
Perkins' ass on that shit. He slipped. If PG was out there, we could maybe talk about it. Our boy Razor Sharp Picks in the chat. I see you, my dude. I know you be rooting hard for them Sixers, man, but I do not see it, my guy. I see a lot of love in the chat. Appreciate everybody dropping their thoughts in the chat. I appreciate it. A lot of love for the Bucks. And some love for the Suns. I honestly think it's going to be the Bucks and the Suns. I believe Andrew G said that to start off the chat. I agree it's going to be the Bucks and the Suns. I think Giannis probably will. If the Bucks win, Giannis probably will get the MVP. But to me, the most valuable player, the key to that will be Drew Holiday. But I personally believe CP3 gets his ring. I don't give a fuck about the guy. I don't like him. But he just gets to ride the coattail of KD and Book, bro. And you got DA.
He deserves it, though.
He does. Absolutely. He's done a lot
for
the
deserves
NBA,
it. And that's why I wouldn't be mad at that.
And that's why he's going to get it. JPZ says never. I say it's going to happen, bro. But it's going to happen because of KD, Devin Booker, and DA. They got a hell of a basketball coach. They got enough defense. They got enough. If they stay healthy, and obviously this is it for each and every team. If one of these big boys go down, it's a wrap. But I do believe Devin Booker will win the MVP as well because I think KD is going to be that guy. He's going to be Cool Breeze, and Devin Booker is elite, and it frees up this game so much that he'll put up numbers that are going to be unbelievable this playoffs. I believe if they stay healthy, the Phoenix Suns win the NBA championship. Devin Booker, MVP of the NBA Finals. Let's get into it.
Let me say this, Dutch.
Go ahead, my man.
Let me say this because I just saw a gas report saying that CP3 doesn't deserve it. He's too dirty. I mean, like him or hate him, man, he's done a lot for the NBA. And when you talk about the turn that the NBA has made with these positionless players and, people chasing rings, like this dude is legit a true point guard. He's a floor general. And you might not like the type of play he does, but all he's done was if anything, he's not dirty. He's just a habitual line stepper. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's a habitual line stepper.
He's a competitor, bro. He's undersized. Come on, man. Like, if you're doing what he's doing and want to win as bad as he wants to win, you're going to do some cheap-ass shit, too. Believe me, everyone's doing cheap-ass shit, saying some fucked up shit on that court. You get in fights with your best friends when you're playing fucking basketball in the backyard, bro. You playing like this, you're going to hit someone in the nuts. You're going to knee someone. You don't give a fuck, bro, especially when they talking shit, trying to hold you back from getting what you want. I don't like CP3 whatsoever. Don't get it twisted. But I respect his game, and I know he's going to get one before he leaves. I mean, you play with Devin Booker and motherfucking Kevin Durant. I mean, your ass better get one, CP3. That's all I got to say. We got anything else, Billy? You got anything on that?
Gas report says the Warriors are going to win the championship. Oh, hell no. They don't play no defense. I got the Warriors.
Don't let that happen. Draymond told you don't let that happen. I don't believe it will. Shout out to our guy, Picks from Dave. Booker over Tatum. I don't know. That's tough, but I do believe Booker is very, very underrated, and he is probably the most consistent two now because JB's nice, Jaylen Brown's nice, but he's a little more inconsistent to Devin Booker, in my opinion. And Kevin Durant, man, he just makes everything so much easier for everyone else, and he's not selfish. He's simply not selfish. He's shown that. So let's get to it, though. We appreciate everybody vibing out with us.
I got one homework assignment for you to do tonight.
Oh, wow.
Watch the Technical Foul tonight on Netflix. Operation
Technical
Foul. It's about
that's Donaghy's documentary. Okay.
Watch that shit, bro. Watch that shit for real.
Absolutely, yes. Watch that shit and try not to let it affect every single game of your capping like it does Brady. Now, that's his number one stat. At least he dropped out that other LB, whatever the fuck he was talking about last couple weeks. This is his new shit. He's back to refereeing. I support this one more than the other one. I will say that. Shout out to my boy John Lee in the chat. Hopefully, y'all motherfuckers doing what he asked and hitting the motherfucking like button. We respect it. We appreciate it. And we will run up a motherfucking bag this playoffs. We're going to be locked the fuck in. I know everyone on here will be. I'm excited about it. We will make money here. We got a great chat. We got a great panel. We will make money here at Plus Sports Radio throughout this NBA sports, throughout the NBA playoffs. So let's get to it, man. Before we get up out of here, let's pay the bills before we get to the best bets. Let's go, Vic. Roll the clip. Yeah, man. Manscaped. Keep it fresh from head to toe. Pub Sports get you 20% off. 20% off, free delivery as well. That's right. Pub Sports, 20% off, free delivery. Manscaped. Keep it fresh from head to toe. Men and female. Yeah, man. Let's get to it. Southtown 101 is the place to be. DJ Paradise, parking lot pimping, live karaoke, DJs, all you can imagine when it comes to brew, the liquor. They make it happen there at Southtown 101. Great bar food as well. If you are in San Antonio, do yourself a motherfucking favor and stop into Southtown 101. Muchly appreciated. Pixum Dave, I see you, my dude. Leader of the Nerd Nation. We'll be doing a lot of live streaming, a lot going on this coming up here throughout the playoffs and MLB. So check him out on YouTube. He's funny sometimes, but he definitely gives you good knowledge about the motherfucking sports. Let's get to it. Billy Briz, how we feeling, my man?
Yeah, man. Best bet of the day today is gonna go down to Miami, and we're taking Atlanta on the money line. Fuck the points. Keep the points, bookie. We need some plus monies, and the plus monies is on Atlanta tonight. And favorite player prop today is going to be Taurean Prince over 1.5 3-pointers. If you didn't watch the Timberwolves play on Easter Sunday, he played 35 minutes. He should be in the starting lineup tonight. He's made 2+ 3-pointers in 9 out of his last 12 games when playing 26+ minutes. Taurean Prince is going to get a bucket tonight for the Timberwolves.
Man, Taurean Prince, hey, you seen him? He shoved Rudy too. He was like, "Don't fuck with my boy Anderson." As soon as Rudy punched him too, I did see that. He was ready to go. I was like, "Damn, Taurean, okay." I see Billy Briz. Be sure to follow our guy, giving out props on everything, my man. Good to see it. It's Daryl. How we get to the bag, my guy?
Yeah, to your point, man. That's what I'm saying, Dutch. They might entertain trade and go Bear in the offseason. You just don't know right now, man. You don't know. That's crazy how they rallied around Kyle. Best bet for me, man. I'm just gonna go with the Lakers here. I believe this is more strategic on the Timberwolves side, and I honestly think OKC is gonna win. They're playing with house money, right? I do believe OKC is gonna beat New Orleans. That's my opinion. Maybe contrarian, call it whatever you want to. That's the way I'm looking. So I'm trying to look more ahead than you will than just the present. So, excuse me. All right, Maker's Mark hit me. I like the Lakers, man. I like the Lakers at -8.5. I think this game is going to get out of hand for a minute. Cat's not going to play, and this is just a feast session. I do like Austin Reeves points as well. So Lakers -8.5. I'll take that. Austin Reeves at minus or over 15.5 points. I like that play as well.
Yeah, man, I dig it. Shout out to our guy Mike M. You know, I'm on the Heat -4, -120, but that you can't get that anymore, so we ain't gonna talk about it. I do have another play. We ride it, man. You know, it's hip to be squared. Fuck it, bro. Minus anywhere from -112, probably to -114 right now, I believe. You could get the Heat and the Lakers 2-team money line motherfucking parlay. All right, it's good money. It really is good money. I don't see the Heat losing this basketball game. 5.5, 5's getting up there a little bit. I do think it's somewhere out there. Would I be surprised if they blow the Hawks out the building? I wouldn't. But a lot of sharps on the Hawks. We'll see. I like Miami. The Lakers, the number's too fucking high for me personally. I don't think they lose this basketball game. So if you're betting it, it's either the Wolves plus the points, in my opinion, or you two-team it with the Heat, in my opinion. But as our boy Daryl is very comfortable with the Lakers, they should blow these boys out. I just feel like what we've seen this year, I think the Wolves rally a little bit and make it a little tough for the Lakers at the crib. We will see. Appreciate everybody in the chat joining us. We got like I said, boys, we will be here 4 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. out here on the fresh side where me and my boy Daryl reside. And on the Saturday, Sunday, we'll be live 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. out here on the fresh side on the Saturday and Sunday. From here on out, if there's an NBA game, you will see us right here on Puff Sports Radio. It will be either one of us, Bobano, our guy, Wham Bam, and of course, Ski motherfucking Profit. So we will keep it moving here. Show the support. All we ask for is hit the motherfucking like button, share the video, share the shit on social media. Just spread the word, man, because believe it, we will get the bag this motherfucking playoffs. Billy Briz, what we got going for the rest of the week, my dude?
Yeah, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, because I was talking to Slaughter today, and we're going to try to do some NBA live streams for the playoffs. And you already know PFL Friday night is going down, fight night. And then we got UFC Kansas City this weekend. A bag will be made this weekend, and it might be somebody by the name of Billy, and it ain't Brisbane.
Yeah, man. Let's go, Daryl. What we got going? I know we're going to be out there in La La Land. It's a beautiful thing with the Lakers tonight. Something in the cut. What else we got going, my man?
Yeah, man. I'll be back with y'all on Wednesday. No show on Thursday, right? No show on Thursday. And then, the weekends start. But I will be sipping. I'm sipping the rest of the day, man. This is like.
I thought Thursday was the two teams that lose tonight play Thursday. Thursday, Friday. That's the Thursday, Friday games are the two teams that lose today.
I didn't see anything on that. Okay. You might be right. I'm starting to get faded, so I don't know. I don't know, man. This Makers is kicking in. But, if we got something on Thursday, so be it. But, yeah, I'll be back in action. And then, man, postseason, bruh. It's postseason time, man. This is the best time of the year. Yes, so bet smart. It don't have to be, just if you see a good spot, just hammer it. Just hammer.
Absolutely. Locked in. Break down every single game. We'll have props here because we will be able to spend a little bit more time on each and every game. So we will find a way to defeat the motherfucking juice. Hit the motherfucking bookie straight over the head. Believe it. Follow each and every one of us. Our guy, it's Daryl. At Billy Briz as well. Briz DFS up there. He's trying to get the Instagram, obviously. He put it up there. So, God damn it, if you got an IG, go follow our boy on Instagram. I don't even know how to use that motherfucker. But I'll be on Twitter and you hit me up. I will respond. Shout out to our boys in the chat. The real ones holding us down every motherfucking day. We got our guy Ray Charles, Giovanni, Nets, Betts, Troy Terrence, Keith Gordon. Good to see you, my dude. Real Deal Prime, as always. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.